Alright guys, so I said the other day I'd be going back to Nooney Woods, but I'm just outside of North Leigh near Estelle Manor, and the two trees that I saw lying side by side that I filmed yesterday, they're over that way about a mile. But a couple of times I was driving around here Wednesday, and I was driving past and I saw a structure. So when I went up yesterday to the location where I filmed, I drove past and I saw this beauty. Now, yeah, there's a can in there, so obviously some people have been sat in there using it. But to say this was made by people, oh, yeah, woodpecker again. This has all the usual ID markers to have been built by a woodland cryptid. Triangular in shape. Overlaid with foliage. Not exactly waterproof, but big enough to have been made by someone. A very big size to fit in there. So yeah, definitely a big structure. I will go out on a limb and say this is not human made. Now, no doubt, yeah, there was empty cans and water bottles in there, but that is not human. That is normally made by our woodland cryptid friends. But the only other structure I've seen bigger than that is one at Swindon, on a housing estate, actually, on a woodland copse. A friend of mine showed me. So that is just gorgeous. Just move around here a bit. I mean, I'm 6'2". And the entrance to this thing is about 6'4". Right. That is big. So there's a lot of telltale signs around here of activity. So we will just, there's something over there as well. So we will just go and have a gander. Actually, the ground underfoot is quite firm. There's a few spludgy areas, squidgy, but otherwise it's quite firm. Which, for the amount of rain we've had, oh, the obligatory bend the tree, half moon. Oh, looks like we've got a bit of a climbing frame scenario. Look at that. Yeah, usual twos, bit of a twist. There's more over there. Look at that. Woodland art. Oh. I have been busy. Ah, the usual tree den. So, well, you knock one or two trees over, rather than parallel. It's like deer through bin here. And then put the cubs underneath. Now, the good thing is there's no foliage, so it might be a good chance to see if they actually do use the canopy of the tree as camouflage to hide the cubs, or if there's any pits, because I sometimes speculate that they dig a pit and hide them, but obviously not. Fingers are getting a bit cold because it is a bit chilly. Gonna go over there. Oh. And this is right opposite the main road. Now, have people heard or seen things over the years? I suppose I'll have to find a local library and see if there's any. Look at this. Oh, that's fresh. See if there's any local folklore. Again, side by side. This looks a bit fresher. I mean, got houses right across the road. How can not anyone hear something or someone pushing that thing over and not go, oh, I'll stick my head out the door. Let's go look at these. Now, obviously, I might be wrong on this point, but that's clearly just brute strength push. Whereas a wild man or Sabe will do a right hand twist, then push to split the tree. But this is just. The thing is, when they push these things over, and obviously they know that it's going into another tree, it's support. How do they know it would take the weight? Oh, look at that. This is something hiding up there. I think these are beech trees, I think. Bella and a beech tree, which murdered in 1943. Body discovered stuffed inside a tree similar to that. I think they call it a beech tree. I mean, I could be wrong, because my fauna recognition's a bit rusty. Actually, I was watching I mean, look at that. Actually, I was watching a documentary about, I think it's Charles Walton, not John Walton, murdered Valentine's Day, 1945, probably the last ritual witch murder, blamed for all sorts of nefarious activity. Just quick, again, classic. Two trees side by side, snapped, and had a his head was nearly cut off with his bill hook, stabbed in the neck with a pitchfork with a carved into his chest. But the thing is, some said he had a lifelong association with a shuk, or a shuka, a werewolf, or a great wolf. And no one would provide any evidence, testimony. Complete silence. And in fact the investigator, who actually came from Metropolitan Police in London, you know, at the end of the day actually concluded it was all witchcraft related, which you think in some ways is pretty mad. Just to think that in the space of 2 years there's been a sacrificial murder of a woman called Bella, whose remains were found in a tree that related to human sacrifice. This is in Wiltshire. Or parts of Wiltshire, Lower Quinton and Staffordshire, you know, Shakespeare country. And it's like there are still parts of this country in the 21st century that still adhere to the old ways, still believe, you know, continuity of culture, beliefs. Which, you know, even in these times, it's a big burrow, probably a badger. Even in these times, you know, despite the internet, mobile phones, technology, what have you, but some parts of rural England, you know, you can go like 2-3 miles down a road and the belief system just might be completely 180, really. That's Estelle Manor grounds over there. You know, how many parts of the United Kingdom, you know, you come off the M6 or the M1, you go 10 miles down the road and, you know, you're going for a pub lunch with your family, great food, you know, nice beer, and the people around you thinking, yeah, I reckon they're good enough for a blood sacrifice. You know, it may seem a bit far-fetched, but you know, 70, 80 years ago, people were being ritualistic murdered in this country still. And how much of that still goes on that we don't know about? That is hidden, you know, by the powers that be. That's crazy. So interesting. I was watching another video of a guy walking his dog in a wood. I think he must be up somewhere at the border region, and a woodland that he wouldn't name. I think it was Dark Craig or something. He's talking about a vampire that might still be alive today. Well, not the Lochmarben one, but a different one. And he actually found the remains of the stone house deep in the woods where this thing used to live. So he just turned up, and the locals thought he was an old man. And then, you know, farm animals started going missing, drained of blood, and then 3 kids. That's when the locals took action, as you would. But never caught it, never been found. But the rumour is this thing's still active. Look at all this debris. You couldn't even get close to this thing. I mean, it goes back even in the 13th century. There was a writer, William de Burgh. Oh, is that someone's dog? Yeah. And he wrote about there was a nationwide cult of the Revenant, and obviously the church went to town on these people. Discovered that it was a nationwide cult. And there were witnesses who had actually physically seen this thing 4 times. And obviously a revenant was a French word for a living undead, vampire. So, but the thing is, this thing had been seen in by the witnesses in 4 different parts of the country, and the cult of this thing was bigger than the church. That's what stomped it out. Making our way back to the den now. I think someone's out walking their dog. So I think we'll stop there because everyone gets pissy about being filmed. Well, for good reason. Anyway, alright guys, thanks, bye.